your friend the Volta Dam. Pato tienye. Uba piem wo ma Ghana ma nsu kese bi wo Ghana. Eboa ma Ghana yetimi nya mpuntuo wo o ma Ghana. Da Akosombo Dam. Na tie Akosombo Dam yi ba bia efiri ebe pie wo ma Ghana mu. Ehwehwemu chese is almost about 61,000 miles journey. Tienye. Almost about 61,000 miles journey. And the free a chirichi and eba na me be choba be free ba. Dia wo munye it takes its source ba bia a free kobi ti se Benin. A kobi ti se Mali. A kobi ti se Niger. A kobi ti se Togo. And na afa kobi ti se Burkina Faso. Eho and na ensuo nya na ho ade free na free sa nkonko yi na ba be piem e wo Ghana. Afa tie Ivory Coast aye Cote d'Ivoire enso ka ho bi. Link on after video 1. Listen to the genesis and the formation of Akosombo Dam. Yako!
The River Volta, a major river in Ghana, routes its course through the country from the north to the south on an approximately 61,000 square mile journey. The river takes its source from Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin, and to a lesser extent Cote d'Ivoire and Mali.
Ghana pay for ene mo ho ba kire mo rough na mom wo de yedi na tan akonya so na wonim in the year 1915 ena me ka waba kwasem bi e bia na wonim so Ghana tin kuto ene betia ma on base education wonya na bia o hwe wonim production team atena dwuma de we so na investigations ayeye ene the number of course ayeye ansa na show we one episode yetimi dia brewa bra sister kan we want to educate the ordinary Ghanaian. No man who say yes, we are doing better work for the people of Ghana. Now in the year 1915, na bloni bi wo Ghana. Your friend Sir Albert Ernest Kingston. Tienye. Sir Alice anasa Sir Albert Ernest Kingston. Na sa papa no a geologist. And confirm omo scientist a omo hwehwe assassin the way tie any ajapade a wa assassin any niema papa ye betimi aye no aye various places e wa assassin papa we no one of them eti papa na nenam Ghana no ko hunu babia o hwe hodi and o se da bi sa bia ye we se ye dam near constructing this place e betimi aboa wo man Ghana in the year 1915 and I say Albert Kingston will Timmy discover this. Now after 1950 nobody continued. In the year 1961 and na Kwame Nkrumah bedi o my Ghana so. Kwame Nkrumah bedi o my Ghana so. And we cover the various documents na da ho Papa Albert Kingston what years investigation was no. Say na dam negotiation bi o ho dia. E was Ghana for you follow. Na fe me President Kwame Nkrumah mitimi boa na o my Ghana timi ya dam e wo o my Ghana. Video 2 Lincoln Patro Asmami.
In 1915, a gorge down south of the River Volta was discovered to offer a potential for a hydroelectric dam by geologist Sir Albert Ernest Kingston. The realization of the concept for the dam following its discovery went through many challenges and threats. Thankfully, after many years of research and debates on its viability, in 1961 the hope for its realization was brought to life by the elected president of independent Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who adopted the Volta River hydropower project to grandly represent the beginning of Ghana.
Your mama Akosombo Dam, me mom from the beginning to the end. Now after all years negotiation when you Kwame Nkrumah take over or yes about twaso. And after and before your investigation we say, hey, this dam, it will be one of the longest and the largest dam in the world. One of the longest and the largest dams in the world. Let's go, video 3. After
many further extensive research and reports ordered by Dr. Nkrumah on the Volta River project, the approved plan was the construction of a dam at Agena, whose resulting lake formation behind the dam would be the largest man-made lake in the world.
hey, guarantee ada. We check where we yan baby ah. It will be one of the largest man-made dams in the world. Ejafo na negotiation go so koso. Ena empanyifo ye wo madwe se sadia ene asisi e dam no se ye wia ede ena ebeje ede ama Ghana man de bi kan ebe ma ya nyina mo nkanea ebio ye betim di nsuo na boa amakuayo akoso e wo man Ghana se meka kuayo a mandwini afuo nko a da bi enam yan eka ho. It's a fish farming at Kahubi. And if you go to the Volta Lake and Kofoye Nam, I Volta Lake him. I want construct fish ponds. I was Sisia. The major thing I like a dam nebayano. A bit Nipabet Piafaso, assign a to pine. After Lincoln, video 4, Tiebla.
The lake, aside offering electricity, was to bring with it many benefits, such as large-scale agriculture, including fish farming, river transport, and tourism.
Okay, not just after the motif on Abba, name tie. And yet, damn ye said the main purpose on it is said. And yet, Nanka de Baba yet Akosombo dam be producing Kanyani and Yama Debbie. Name not the main reason in ye. Tie, wouldn't say bauxite, my ganim. Now, bauxite is here and in among Kania, a so high voltage of electricity. I won't bet to me they are converted bauxite no. I'm an ababa aluminium near the ayatuma and my ganum. And for that matter, don't forget, near a bauxite or ganum, it's Valco, a Volta Aluminium Company. Only your market said yes, say you sit down where dam will be producing larger amount of electricity for the people and the company of Valco. And my ganum. On 24th April 1915, and I say Albert Kingston was to be located this deal at the man on my Ghana on 24th April 1915. Lincoln, video 5, Shabra.
Bauxite relies on large volume of power for its conversion into alumina. To make local processing of the bauxite cost-effective, abundant supply of cheap electricity was key. It was for this reason that on April the 24th, 1915, Kitson, who was engaged on a rapid canoe voyage down the Volta as part of a countrywide survey, on entering the narrow gorge below Agena, recorded the location as an ideal place for a dam.
In 1958, that time, not Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, your Prime Minister, Emma my Ghana. Eti Kwame Nkrumah official visitation at the United States of America, USA. No go do hono, and one impany fortunate. And after not proposal where the hodada, baby, you be a lake way, not the hodada. Eti Kwame Nkrumah presented this idea to the people of US. And the US and for the G Assembly said, no, it's a very good idea. And for that matter, let us collaborate with the people of Ghana. Now for you to establish the idea, your friend a dam, and what my Ghana. And for that matter, Kwame Nkrumah succeeded with a certain firm. You throw woman Edgar Kaiser. I was US abotimem and woman class and collaboration in 1958. Lincoln, video 6.
Dr. Nkrumah, on an official visit to the United States of America, used the opportunity to discuss the importance of the project with President Eisenhower. By the end of Dr. Nkrumah's visit, a US firm of consulting engineers, the Henry J. Kaiser Company, had been signed by Ghana and the United States to undertake reassessment of the engineering aspect of the project and cost.
After 1958, Kwame Nkrumah ko US aba. And 7 months later, that is in 1959. In 1959, 7 months after his visit from USA, and after the firm organization now, you from Edgar Kaiser. Kwame Nkrumah say this specific place, and I bet me I dam some place so not say Albert Ernest, and you can identify some place and say, and you cool way so, and this place, and the young diamond, and in for that matter, the fulfillment was done, and Kwame Nkrumah and Kofo, and your mother said, baby, in 1915, Akosombo didn't identify, say, young for one diamond, I brought you for no confirmation after it was established. Video 7.
March 1959, 7 months after Dr. Nkrumah's visit to the USA, Kaiser Consultants submitted their recommendations. A hydroelectric dam to be constructed at the gorge below Agena as recommended by Kitson. 2 other hydro dams could be constructed in Akosombo and Bui, all on the Volta River. Aluminium smelter to be sited at Tema instead of Pong due to the construction of the harbour on Tema. Abandon the proposal to use the local bauxite and import alumina until revenue from the industry made it possible to mine and refine the local bauxite into alumina.
Say yetimi dam ni wia ye beye another dams mienu e dia ka Lake River no e da ho no eti ye beye another dams mienu e dia ka ho baako ebekọ Akuse na baako so akopon eti na ye wo 2 these dams no e wo magan no Akuse ene pon ni mienu no e ye dams ampanifo hyede to ho e de ka Akosombo no ho afei dam no kra ne description no sign na beye afei de tie nie say na Akosombo dam no etie number 1 e ye 660 meters long. And 114 meters high. And yes, you kitwa and Amrofo. Let me connect the Volta River no and the Akosombo Dam. Link on video 8, the description of the dam. Have Akosombo Dam saying it here.
The dam is a 660 meters long and 114 meters high rock-filled embankment. It has a base width of 366 meters and a structural volume of 7,900,000 metric cube. The reservoir created by the dam, Lake Volta, has a capacity of 148 cubic kilometers and a surface area of 8,502 kilometers squared. The lake is 400 kilometers long. Maximum lake depth is 84.73 meters and minimum is 73.15 meters. An inconvenient valley just half a mile away from the main dam, which would act as a permanent overflow from the lake, had to be blocked. A second dam of similar design, known as the Saddle Dam, was therefore built simultaneously to check the expected overflow. The Saddle Dam measured 1,200 feet in length, 500 feet at its widest, and 120 feet high.
A proye of the dam na, the eastern side of the dam. Ya the gate kasibi and ya to dam no form. And no, and monofone the steel and the yes I get no. I know a day. Afi, Shabra.
On the east side of the dam are 2 adjacent spillways that can discharge approximately 34,000 cubic meters of water. Each spillway contains 6 11.5 meters wide and 13.7 meters tall steel floodgates.
Now, turbines. Now, turbines never try no one, ensure volume na ebano, and ya wadena ensure the bano, and the Bema turbines no, and Fidiana Chano, ne Chano, na Fidiana Aconati ensure manayasi. Now, I transmit it from the normal water, not generated into electricity. After Shadia Possibronino, or the year you tin electricity. Shabras is here.
The dam's power plant contains 6 170 megawatt Francis turbines. Each turbine is supplied with water via a 112 to 116 meters long and 7.2 meters diameter penstock with a maximum of 68.8 meters of hydraulic head afforded. The process to generate electricity at the powerhouse was designed for water to be allowed to fall at a height of about 60 meters onto the turbine at considerable speed through the penstocks. The speed of the falling water is made to drive the turbine, and the turbine in turn drives the magnet in the generator since they are coupled. The movement of the magnet relative to the stationary conductors in the generator causes electricity to be produced at the voltage of 14.4 kilovolts. The electricity is then transformed to a higher voltage of 161 kilovolts by the use of a power transformer and transported through cables throughout Ghana.
After now, the dam is completed. So on 22nd January 1966, and I'm from dam in Ghana for me dam after. So they went to President Kwame Nkrumah and they told Kwame Nkrumah, said, now we have completed the dam. And for that matter, I was saying, inaugurated dam. After 22nd January 1966, in the inauguration stage of Akosombo Dam. Then the next video.
As usual, like with all these inauguration ceremonies, you know, we brought all the important people there, including Nkrumah himself, and all the speeches and so on. You know. We went through all that. It was a typical inauguration ceremony. And the plant was officially declared finished. River Authority in Pennyfor, and the Mrofno Maya Dam Media Magana. Your far President Kwame Nkrumah, near the Akosombo, near the choir Faswa, Baby Ube Mia, and Kanya Baba, Amian Sampa, Afes, I Tia Dam, our my Ganam. And it and Pennyfor, and the Kwame Nkrumah Akosombo Dam, and yet Channel Kwaba Faswa, or Basso, Canyano, Nafe, and Siona Timia attended the turbines, Nafe, a generated electricity. I'm a President Kwame Nkrumah in near who. Link on video 12. Demonstrating that we'd had the first unit was actually generating electricity. We took Nkrumah to Akosombo, and those guys there, including myself, you know, were with him when we showed him how to switch on the first unit. So then he switched it on and actually saw the electricity flow. So he knew that, you know, we'd got to that stage.
Okay,